And amid this entire controversy, the Kerala Congress has tweeted a picture of King Charles holding a sceptre saying, "If Charles can have it, why not me?" Taking a jibe at the present government. That's the word coming in from the Kerala Congress. There are various statements doing the rounds, and this is the latest one by the Kerala Congress. The image is on your screen right now. That's the tweet, that the official handle of Kerala Congress that they have put out so far. On Sengol, we have seen the the spate of statements that have come out so far. I want to cut across to my colleague Neetu as well, who's with us on the broadcast. Neetu, tell us more about this tweet.
Now, this is a picture that has been tweeted out by the Kerala Congress, which is the official handle of the Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee now, in which it says they have not mentioned anybody's name, but it clearly says that if Charles can have it, why not me? Basically, it looks like they have taken a very sarcastic take on these incidents and the controversy surrounding the Sengol and the inauguration related to the new parliament building. Though they are not mentioning anybody or the current government for that matter, it's clearly hinting at that, stating that after seeing that, they also wanted to do something like this. Now, initially the Congress and the 19 other parties also decided to boycott this inaugural ceremony, stating, and their demand was that the president should inaugurate and not the prime minister. And after that, the entire Sengol was also brought into the picture. But now this is a tweet that has been put out by the Kerala Congress.
This is the tweet that has been put out by the Kerala Congress. It is in line with the kind of statements that we have seen coming in from the party, where they have questioned the use of Sengol. There's also much debate around the entire history and cultural significance of Sengol. WhatsApp University, is something that the Congress party has accused the BJP of taking its inspiration from, while the BJP argues that the Congress party is ignorant about the history and legacy of our country, the symbols and tradition of India. And that's why they are indulging in this sort of narrative. Tom Vadakkan of the BJP with us on the broadcast. Mr. Vadakkan, I don't know if you've seen this tweet by Kerala Congress official handle. They've put out an image of King Charles and they say, if King Charles can have it, why not me? I mean, taking a jibe at the BJP. Your thoughts on what has been put out on social media?
They are trying to build up a false narrative. They've been doing it all the while. This symbol is what was exchanged between India and Britain, an exchange of power. And this is a history. This is not the walking stick of the dynast. And they put it in a museum, imagine. And now they come out with crazy interpretation. There is a false historian in Jairam Ramesh. He's now become a historian. Earlier he was an economist. He's neither an economist nor a historian. And now they're using the Kerala handle to create another monarchical system because DMK said something on that line. This false narrative that they've been indulging, they owe an apology to this country of how a symbol that was exchanged between India and Britain landed up in a museum, calling it a walking stick of Nehru. That is what they need to apologize to this nation.
I'm just going to put all the arguments and, the kind of things that the Congress party has said so far so that we can have an official response from you. The Congress party and their senior leaders argue that BJP is taking its inspiration from WhatsApp University, and you have no substantial historical data on record to say that this is in any way symbolizes Indian history or Indian heritage.
When you try to wipe out history and claim that as part of WhatsApp, this is the shocking reality. DMK, their own ally, admits that yes, this was a symbol and there are records of it. And we have established records which have been given in public domain. And what have you, they don't care to read it. And we have given them those records. And they still believe that they can continue with this walking stick analogy. It's shocking. I mean, this country, they need to apologize to this country, whether they come to Parliament legally or illegally. Whether they get the numbers is another story. If this is the kind of narrative building that they're going about, I'm sorry, they may not see the light of the day of the new Parliament.
Mr. Vadakkan, I mean, the kind of standoff that we're seeing, all I can say as an independent observer is that it's unfortunate that on the occasion when we are going to have a new parliament, about 21 opposition parties choose to boycott the event First, they questioned why the Prime Minister is inaugurating it and not the President. But the argument went too far. They even invoked the tribal identity of the President and said the government is insulting the President's office.
The negativity they exposed on the President of India has not gone unnoticed. Their spokesman have called her negative. I don't want to repeat all what she said or what they said. Each one of them went to the extent of literally personally abusing her caste, her gender, what have you. And now suddenly the sympathy that they are showing is basically intended to create a narrative which does not exist. Sources tell me President of India also wants the Prime Minister to inaugurate it. And now this narrative that they're building up is an exercise to see whether they can get united. Now, if they use a national issue, if the inauguration of the parliament becomes politicized, then I don't know what will be left in this country. Because the dynast is going to US and he's going to talk about democracy being weakened in India. And democracy weakened in India. His government has come to power in Karnataka. So where is the democracy being weakened?
All right, Mr. Vadakkan, I appreciate. Yes, I appreciate you joining us on the broadcast and putting your point of view across.